Well, today's going to be a very special day. I hope, if things go right. Karen's got a lot of things we have to do early in the morning. But in the afternoon, I'm hoping I can get back here, pull that gas tank off. That is the last piece of the restoration puzzle. The wheels are done. And once that tank is, my plan was, while we're waiting for paint to dry on a tank, I would start to do the reassembly. So it's going to be exciting for the next couple weeks, I don't know, because I'm not going to rush this through. I want to really take my time, as just like when I did the FZR. I did it one piece at a time, made sure all the fits and finishes were nice. We are really at a point with this job that I'm really excited about it. And if you've been following along too, you can imagine how excited I am today. And once this tank is off and down the cellar, and it's not a big deal to take it off, but I have really carefully waited till you know what it's reminding me of? Maybe if this restoration doesn't work out, you can just hang yourself out here. I don't know where that came from. But anyway, I'm excited about it, as you can imagine, because this is the last piece of the puzzle. And some mornings when I'm out here flipping battery tenders and just dreaming about the summer that's coming very soon. I hope it's coming soon. I think, boy, throughout my life when I was a young kid, drag racing RDs and H1s and thinking how cool that was and how that floated my boat, and then all the racing years at Amar, that was so much fun, and having dirt bikes and Husqvarnas and stuff, that was fun. And what happens is life evolves, and for me it evolved through many chapters, I guess is the right word. But then at the end of it, I wasn't sure what was going to be at the end of it. But I know at the end of it, I wanted to have a collection of bikes, ride a different bike every day, do all the restorations myself, maybe share them. In the old days, we shared them on those discs. Now we share them on YouTube. And it became what I think, and I'm not sure if you agree, it became a very fun adventure. And we've evolved the motorcycles into having all these bikes in the garage and changing battery tenders and paint and polishing wheels. And now we get to the next watershed in our life. Very soon, a month or two from now, we'll be riding this 2009 650R. Wow, another watershed. And I remember the first day out with the FZR. I had that unfortunate accident, but it was an adventure. That first ride, I remember being so happy. The bike rode so nice. Well, anyway, I don't want to get ahead of the story. We got other things to do this morning. So it's warmed up enough that we don't have any ice to chop. I just have leaves to clean. And very soon this whole pond area, 2 months from now, we'll be working in the garden every day. And I really hope it does warm up this afternoon. It would be a nice unique thing to have a warm afternoon. Is it time to feed the birds? Look at where they're hiding. Is it time to feed the birds? It's always time to feed the birds. Yes, it's always time to feed the birds. Oh, these guys, if only they appreciated it. Show me some love. What a perfect way to have your cup of coffee in the morning. Make sure those birds are well fed. Make sure Karen knows we have plenty of things to do today. And then just sit back and have, maybe we'll even have an extra cup of coffee, boy. I remember this was a good day. But all the days are good. You get out on these bikes, there's no such thing as a bad day. Anyway, if you're a motorcyclist, you know what I'm talking about. Hey, we're gaining on them. It's a Daytona 500 here. Look at this. Oh, and he's got a faster bike. Anyway, we really did have a good time. What a wonderful summer. And I love these videos. When I come by and watch these videos in the morning, this really gets my day started. And I know I got work to do today, errands to do, but right now, I'm just going to drink coffee and keep chasing the sky down Longmeadow. Now, one thing I'm sure of as I do my parts oogling this morning is we have really taken advantage of leapfrogging. And every step of the way, from making the carbon fiber parts, to doing the painting, to doing the buffing, to using up rainy days, some of the polishing things, and actually even yesterday, putting a fairing together, using our old videos to do it, for helpful little hints and tips for people with Alzheimer's disease like me that can't remember where the screws go. But all in all, we are at that watershed today, and boy do I love that instrument panel. Just there's so many little details of this project that one by one by one they have come to fruition. I haven't skimped on any of them. I haven't taken any shortcuts that would compromise quality. And I hope, now the hope is, once the tank is done, and the tank is going to be, I'm allowing at least, 3-4 days, maybe more, depending on the weather for that tank. Once all those parts are up here, and I actually start the assembly, I want to do this very meticulously, and that's what I did with the FZR. I didn't rush it, but the end result is I go out there every morning and just pet that FZR on the nose, and I'm glad I took my time. An extra little thing I did, I checked the tire pressure this morning on both of the tires. They have not varied at all, but of course the temperature here hasn't varied either, so I know that's one thing I don't have to deal with, that I have a slow leak or something. And of course if we were riding, I'd be riding, but it just gives me one more little insurance item here that I'm not going to have to rebead that tire. And one of the surprises of this whole project was how involved Kawasaki made that fairing and how nice they made it, with all those little rubber grommets and little pieces holding things together and little interlocking tabs. That is, now that I've worked on it, taken it apart and put it back together, that is a very well engineered piece of equipment there. Now I've got a few minutes before I have to head out on errands with Karen, and I just thought I'd put a couple of these outtakes from, this is Malcolm's TZ tank. Some of the other tanks we've done over the years. This was a good one. All these restorations are on my channel. You just search the channel for fuel tanks. And I remember that was quite a nice job, and Malcolm, of course, that whole bike that Malcolm restored really came out nice. And when you can restore something that's old and looks terrible, and you put all the time into it, the one thing you want to do is, before you get involved in it, make sure it doesn't leak fuel. That's the lesson to learn. Another one I know we have on video is the Yetman Honda. This was the Yetman Honda restoration. It came out really, really nice. And this was a hard one to do. And I remember doing this, and I remember having to put it on the side of the table. Wow, good memories. Boy, that's why I love having everything on video. Was this ever a good memory? Now, I don't know, the people that don't have all this stuff on video, I don't know what kind of memories they have. You know what the problem is? Sometimes you just forget the good times you've had. This brings back a lot of memories to me. Look at this, I'm sloshing around in the snow. This was a Yetman Honda. Belonged to Chuck Dearborn. I know Ray remember this tank. This was a tank we did for his 175, CB 175 Honda. Another one that, these jobs all look terrible in the beginning, and they all look like, oh, I'm never going to get it done. Oh my God, that'll never work. And in the end, they come out pretty good. Now this is one of the decisions we're going to have to make here real soon, is stripping the paint off. In the case of the FZR, I had already stripped it. This was the third time that tank has been painted, and I was getting sick of stripping it. But that FZR tank had a lot of repairs. It had a fuel leak repair, a lot of Bondo, and in the end, well, we've redone it again to where it has the yellow Yamaha stripe. It's perfect. And in the next couple of days, this is a decision we're going to have to make, whether we're going to try to paint stripper it or sand it off or what. But we're going to have a lot of choices. We're just going to see how that Kawasaki paint, how that works out. And somehow in the end, we always get it down to where it's ready to prime. I don't know how that happens. We've done it with paint stripper, with sandpaper, and I haven't sandblasted anything in a lot of years, but used to sandblast it. No matter what, everyone is an adventure. That's what makes motorcycle restoration so much fun. And it's that same old thing I try to always convince other people of. It's a mess, it's dirty, it takes time, it takes a lot of energy. But in the end, when you have it done, springtime always comes. Now this is the second time we painted the tank. This is the yellow and white restoration here. But again, it's like having a new bike. You paint a bike, You don't get to ride it all winter, and in the spring, you basically have a new bike. Don't even have to pay for another registration. It's pretty cool. Even in fast forward, it's fun to watch these old videos. Gee whiz. Wow. I'm not sure what else I could have had done to have such fun. I'm not sure I'm having fun here. And I just think when you're having coffee in the morning and you need a little inspiration, there's nothing quite like just sitting at my widescreen monitor and looking at the life that I've already had. And it's been a good one. I've certainly enjoyed it. And if you think painting all those stripes on that tank and getting them to all line up and match and making the decals and all of the Bondo, if you think that's easy, try doing it. Now, I just wanted to mention, I'm sure Turbo Steve would not mind me sharing the information. We painted this tank for him, and after he rode the bike a few times, it leaked. So my advice to anybody, if you're going to paint and put in all the time it takes to paint a tank and all the effort and money, ride the bike, make sure it doesn't leak, ride it for a whole summer before you put all this effort into it. Anyway, Steve did get a brand new tank, and so he's got a spare tank. And he did win the Javits show, so I guess it all worked out in the end. And this was Glenn's Ninja tank that developed a leak after sitting in a garage, I think, for quite a while. Had a little issue with that, and Turbo Steve helped us diagnose it. We got it repaired, and like everything, in the end, it turned out fine. But I always say that in the end, and when all is said and done, the best part of all of motorcycling is the friends you make along the way. And here we are at one of the old market meetups, and every one of these that I have videotaped I have looked at over and over, and oh my God, look at this, Mark Morgan, world famous now, and Turbo Steve. Now how much fun is this? I haven't seen Mark in a while. Wow. I'm having coffee with Mark Morgan. Anyway, Karen has given me the idea. It's time to go. And that coffee really did taste good this morning. All those memories. I just love having all this stuff on video. And for you and for me both, for everybody. It's all free. Thank you, YouTube. But I got to get in the car now. We have errands within errands within errands. We may even be back early enough to take that tank off. One of the fun things we have on our list today, I'm sure everybody that's a homeowner enjoys. You have to pay our taxes. And it's very inexpensive living in Rutherford. They almost pay you. And we never miss a chance to stop at the farmer's market and get plenty of vegetables for tonight. You gotta fill Grandpa Windy up with vegetables. Plenty of vegetables, Karen, plenty of vegetables. That's what I like. I'll be alive forever. And what we try to do is get all our supplies in one day, and it looks like the better part of this day is gonna be eaten up with errands. And no day would be complete, no errand day, without a trip to the car wash. This is very funny. Remember the first time we took Miles to the car wash, Karen?
He got so frightened.
He was scared. Ah, there's a monster. Oh my God. Oh. Well, he's not afraid now. In fact, every time we wash the car in the summer, he washes me too. I love this. What a thrill. Could it be more fun? Errand day. I don't think we're going to get a lot done on a motorcycle today. And just guess what we're doing. Look at that nice clean car. 11-year-old car, looks brand new. More shopping for vegetables. I am going to turn into a vegetable. So we're back with every vegetable in the world, but look at this. Look at this. You can't believe this. It's all blue. And it's going up to 40 degrees. It's already 39. It's supposed to go to 40, low 40s. We're going to head out for a ride. So that's how unpredictable this my whole life has been, not just this winter. I started out this morning thinking I was going to work on a gas tank, and it looks like I'm definitely going to get a ride in today. I would not want to miss a day that it's over 40 here in the middle of the winter. And one of the things I always try to do, if it's over 40 degrees, that's a tip-off that I may enjoy the ride. If it gets up in the mid-40s, I definitely will enjoy it. And over 50, it's just like a summer ride. And it is one of the golden rules, never miss a riding day in the winter. if you possibly can help it. Boy, I love that car. I love the day you come back from the car wash. Holy moly. I love having shiny stuff. It's just me. Now the roads are still a little salty and slippery, but not taken away from the fun of a nice ride. Boy, you just couldn't imagine how nice this day turned out. There isn't even any breeze. I'm so used to going out in the breeze, you won't even hear the wind on the wind microphone. Most of the lakes up in this area, we're up north, about an hour north of here, they're still covered with ice. I'm not so sure how long they're going to be covered with ice, but it's definitely over 40 degrees and we are having a great ride. was this ever an unpredictable day? Except for the roads being a little salty and a couple of wet spots. Blue skies, temperatures in the low 40s. Only thing up where we are north of here, it's really not in the low 40s, probably in the mid 30s. But we'll take it. I always call these stolen hours. These are the hours in the middle of the winter. We should be under snow right now. And actually we got it right. Very unpredictable day. I don't know what to say. Tomorrow it's supposed to rain all day. Tomorrow we'll work on that gas tank. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope the weather's good by you, especially if you're in Sacramento, California. And thanks for watching.